Hello. Thank you so much for being here. So, this is going to be a kind of feel good flow for really any time of day. But the intention behind this flow is to really kind of remain grounded um, and mindful. So, we're going to move pretty slowly, and it's about exploring what really feels good for you in this moment. And I'm just a guide here, kind of offering suggestions. So, yeah, we'll move pretty slow, but you won't need anything, just your mat. And we will begin in child's pose. So, if you want to find your way to the back of the mat, um, I offer bringing the toes together, the knees as wide as the mat, and just coming down um, into a spacious child's pose, and taking the elbows as wide as the mat and the fingertips, the index fingers to touch or maybe even overlapping, just really creating space and ease within the shoulders. Really letting those shoulders slide down the back. And let's take a moment here to really arrive, to really let go of the day thus far, to let go of our expectations of this practice, and really beginning to tune in to how the body is feeling right here, right now. If there's any spaces of tension, tightness, see if you can notice where that's at and lovingly direct the breath there. And beginning to notice how the breath moves within the body. Maybe on the inhale, noticing how it really expands into the low back. As you exhale, feeling that navel kind of draw in and up. Taking a few more breaths here, really just being mindful of how the breath feels, mindful of where the body is in time and space. Taking one more breath. And we'll do a side lateral bend, reaching that left hand off the mat. That right hand will come to follow and be on top of the left as you kind of pull that right shoulder down. It's okay if the forehead doesn't touch, but really pull that right shoulder down and feel this expand underneath the shoulder, under the armpit, and through the ribs. You're welcome to add any kind of micro movements here that might feel good to opening the side body. One more breath. Good. And we'll come back to center just to neutralize, just to kind of let that sink in. Take a breath here in child's pose. And then we'll reach towards the other side. Right hand comes off the mat, left hand on top of the right. Again, pull that left shoulder down. Really feel the stretch through the left side body. Again, letting that inhale really expand the rib cage, offering space in between each rib. One more breath. And we'll gently come back to center. Again, coming back to that child's pose just for a breath. And then let your next inhale slowly begin to lift the body up. We'll find the knees under the hips. Let's take the hands just slightly forward so the wrists aren't quite under the shoulders. And moving in through a variation of cat-cow where we kind of look forward to the top of the mat, let the belly fall towards the mat. And then as you exhale, round and bring the hips down towards the heels. Really stretch those arms forward. So the inhale lifts you up, lets the belly fall, looking towards the top of the mat. As you exhale, really round, bring the hips down towards the heels. Good. Finding your pattern, your rhythm, inhaling and exhaling. Good. A couple more times, just like this. You can add any kind of maybe shoulder rolls or side, like little rolls or moving to the side. Anything that just feels good here. Good. One more time. And breathe out. On the next inhale, let the body lift up, this time finding alignment with the wrists under shoulders, knees under the hips. Coming in to thread the needle, that right arm will lift up. Exhale, thread the right arm through to the left side. Right cheek comes down to the mat, and using that left hand kind of as leverage to open the body up, but see if you can pull that left hip back. Good. Keeping those hips square, press into the tops of the feet and breathe. Good. One more breath. And let your next inhale slowly lift you up. Right arm comes up. Exhale, right hand comes down to the mat. One cat-cow just to kind of neutralize through the spine. Inhale. Exhale, really round into that Halloween cat shape. Really press open through the shoulder blades. Inhale, neutral spine. We'll find our way to thread the needle on the left. Inhale, the left arm up. Exhale, really reach that left hand through to the right. Left cheek comes down. Right hand is used as leverage to really open towards the right side of the room. Again, kind of pull that right hip back so the hip stays square. Belly in towards the spine. And breathe. One more breath. Next inhale lifts you up. Left arm reaches up. Exhale, left hand comes down. Cat-cow. And breathe out, really push away. Inhale, neutral spine. Tuck the toes and slowly lift your hips up, downward facing dog. Making any adjustments that you might need here. And go ahead and walk your dog out, really bending one knee and then the other. Just feeling into any spaces that might be tight. Just notice. Notice how this posture feels. Good. And then really spread those fingers wide. And push the tailbone up towards that corner where the ceiling meets the wall. And have this opposition of the heels really yearning towards the floor as the hip bones push up. So it's not about achieving the heels reaching the floor. It's about finding length in the spine. Really pull the navel in, pull the lower ribs in. Deep breaths. Good. And we'll slowly begin to walk forward, coming into a forward fold at the top of the mat. Taking as many steps as you need here. Clasping opposite elbows and letting the head hang loose. The crown points towards the carpet or towards the floor, and just rock side to side. Really let the head hang loose. Relax through the jaw. Relax through the forehead. Let something go. Release the elbows and slowly bend the knees even more and let yourself roll up one vertebrae at a time, slowly letting the head come up last. Coming into Tadasana, making any adjustments, rolling the shoulders. Just taking a moment to feel your foundation. So making sure those toes are pointing straight. Gentle bend in the knees. Feeling this energetic lift through the arches. Pulling all the way up through to the crown of the head. Tailbone lengthens down. Small lift in the collarbones. As the shoulders kind of easefully melt down the back body. Beautiful. We'll inhale, lift arms up overhead. Clasp opposite elbows here, and we're going to do like a sundial. So if you haven't done these before, really find length. And then let that left elbow begin to tip over. Go as far as you can. Generous bend in the knees as that left elbow comes down to the left knee. Come down into a forward fold and then come back up the same way. So rounding up the right side. Really just feeling the spaciousness in the side body. Good. And keep going that direction. So coming all the way down to a forward fold and then lifting back up the other side. Good. And reverse. So go the other way, letting that right elbow come down to the right knee. Coming through center, elbow to left knee, and lifting up. One more. Good. Once you reach the top, inhale, arms reach towards the sky. Exhale, prayer hands as they come all the way down, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Press the thigh bones back as you find length in the back of the heart. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step back to plank. Hold plank for a breath. Really push those heels back. Hip bones point towards your chin. Inhale. Exhale, lower the knees and lower in one straight line all the way to the all the way to the mat. Good. Finding cobra, press into all 5 toes, press into the hip bones. And then your hands, your fingertips are right under your shoulders. Inhale, lift. Good. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift. Kind of look forward, keeping that cervical spine in neutral. Exhale, fold. Good. Inhale, lift. This time holding, seeing if you can lift those hands off. See if that feels okay. Your lower back is what should be holding you here. Good. Inhale. Your core is engaged. Exhale, fold. Tuck the toes, bend the knees, push your way up, downward facing dog. Good. Take a breath here. Find your alignment, really push, finding that opposition from tailbone to heel. And slowly walk forward, taking as many steps as you need, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, roll all the way up. Slowly, head's the last thing to come up. Shoulder roll, Tadasana. Good. Inhale, arms up. Exhale, hands through prayer through the center line, fold forward. Inhale, lift. Halfway lift, really stretch the crown forward. Exhale, fold. Plant the palms, step back to plank. Good. Hold plank. And then exhale, lower the knees, lower the belly all the way to the mat. Fingers in line with the shoulders, press into the tops of the feet, kneecaps lift, press into the hips. Inhale lifts you up, baby cobra. Exhale, fold. Tuck the toes, push back, downward facing dog. Inhale, right leg up, three-legged dog. Bend the right knee. Flex that right foot and really push that right foot to the left side of the room. Good. Feeling that deeper stretch. Inhale, kind of find length through the knee. Exhale, knee to nose. Shoulders over wrists. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Good. And then plant or carry that right foot in between the hands. Lower the left knee down. Find your alignment here. Right knee over the ankle. Lift. Low lunge. Good. Finding square hips. Inhale. Exhale, cactus arms. Really open through the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Inhale. Exhale, frame that right foot. And we're going to plant the hands. And we're going to take that right knee, bring it down to the mat. So you're coming into all fours. And then take the right foot out to the side. And we're going to come, that left foot will reach out straight, coming into gate pose. Good. So you have option to just stay here and really feel this stretch, really lift that left hand up towards the sky. If you want to try some dynamic movement to get a little deeper into the side body, we'll inhale, lift. Exhale, really round. That left arm is going to come underneath the body, reaching towards the back. Good. Inhale. And exhale, really round and reach. Good. Just noticing how this feels. Inhale. And exhale. You can always take it or leave it. We'll do one more. Inhale. And exhale. Good. Inhale, lift. Exhale, coming back to all fours. And then push up, downward facing dog. Take a breath here. Next inhale lifts your left leg up towards the sky, bending the left knee. Again, push that left heel towards the right side of the room, really finding that stretch. Inhale, find length as that left knee kind of wants to lift up. Exhale, knee to nose, shoulders over wrists. Inhale, three-legged dog. exhale, knee to nose, navel into the spine. Plant or carry the left foot in between the hands, ground the right knee. Finding alignment, left knee over the left ankle, and low lunge, lifting those arms up. Good. Inhale, lift, exhale into cactus, really opening the chest. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. And at any point, if this doesn't feel good, you can always put the hands onto the thigh. Inhale, lift. Exhale, cactus. Good. Inhale. Exhale, frame the left foot. Bring the left knee down to kind of coming into all fours. Finding our gate pose, the left foot will come out towards the side. And then that right leg will come out straight. Right arm reaches up, coming into your gate pose. Good. Again, you can stay here. Really reach that right arm up, or you can find dynamic movement. So inhale, lift. Exhale, really round and reach that right arm underneath the body. Good. Inhale. And exhale, really round. Inhale, lift. Exhale. Last one. And really round and breathe out. Inhale, lift. Exhale, coming back to all fours. Tuck the toes. Downward facing dog. Taking a breath here. And then we'll slowly walk forward, coming to a forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, finding length through the back of the heart. Press the thigh bones back. Exhale, fold. Lower the hips down towards the heels. We'll come to seated. Bringing the feet out in front of you. Finding both sit bones grounded on the mat. And really, you can keep a micro bend in those knees. It's usually what feels best for me. But make sure all 5 toes are pointing towards you. And kind of press into the heels like you're kind of pushing away. This is going to engage the hamstrings just to protect the hamstrings. So sometimes we stretch too much and we don't have the strength that we need to kind of find that balance. So inhale, arms up. Legs are engaged, folding from the hips, lifting up and over. So bringing the hands either next to like the thighs, shins, ankles. But I want us to really find length. And then exhale, fold. So inhale, maybe finding that length. Exhale, fold. It's not about how deep the fold is, but rather the mindfulness that which we bring into this posture. Maybe just noticing where we're at today. It's not about coming into the posture fully every day, all the time. But maybe you're more stiff due to a workout or a hike or just something that you did around the house. Just seeing if you can relax into this fold here. Just taking a moment to be mindful, go inward. And really noticing where the body is at today and what feels best right here in this moment within this posture. slowly, mindfully kind of bringing the chin into the chest and just slowly walking the hands back towards the hips. Letting the head come up last, just like we did in Tadasana. Just a counter pose, briefly bringing the hands behind the hips, point the toes, lift the hips up into a reverse plank. Really reach the hips up. Good. And exhale, coming down. I open or invite you to come into Shavasana if you have time, or if you need to get going, coming into an easy seat where we will close off our practice. So taking the hands to heart center, closing the eyes, dipping the chin in towards the chest, and taking a moment to honor showing up in a mindful way on your mat today, doing something good for your entire well-being. And thank you so much for practicing with me. I send you love and light. Namaste. Thank you so much for being here. If you liked this video, please give me a thumbs up. Leave anything in the comments. I would love to hear from you. And subscribe. I have a new video coming out every week. I'm just so grateful to have you as part of this community. It means a lot to me. And until next time, share on lightly.